in those spaces, when you were there in Portugal, seeing all these other artists, I mean, there are definitely conversations that come about with collaborations and things like that. I just want to know some of the business conversations that, you know, popped up, whether it materialized or not, you know. What's about the vibe like?
I never sometimes I'm just like listening to them. I'm not trying to like pitch for a collaboration because I want to see like, okay, fine, after the first meet, who's like reaching out again, who's really like actually following me back on IG, who's saying, hey man, it was nice to meet you. Like I want to sometimes, because it's like I'm tired of forcing vibes, you know. I'm tired of like, hey bro, like can I, you know, I'm tired of all of that. Like I got to a point in my head, I'm like, bro, if people want me, then they got to come for me, you know. So like I'll sit back and I want to. So the next day I see Beenie Man again and he recognized me. I was like, yo, my bro. And he's hollering me. Then I know that is organic. I'm the type of person who wants stuff to happen really natural. Like I don't like people, like I don't, do you know what I'm saying? Like, so because it's like me naturally, I'm a like very loving and very nice person. So I would do that to you. But I want to see now, I want to see if you would do that to me too. So when we meet again, I want to see if you're like really excited to see me and you want to work with me. Like, I would love to work with anybody who's got like a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? So then now I want to see if you want to work with me. So now I'm on that level where I wouldn't really say I want to do a song with you.
Like, with that said, right, you know, some artists just want to do music with people just because, you know, they are out there, they are hits, they have a good song. I don't necessarily have to be your friend to be on your record, because some people strongly believe in that. Would you be that type? No. Even having said you want the vibe and everything, regardless of whether the person has a good song, and you know, sometimes you do a song and you know that this is the person I need on the song. If you're not cool with the person, what happens?
I've been in a space where like I was in a group before. When I began, I was in a group before, and then we did a song with EL, you know, no disrespect, but we had to pay for the feature, you know. And so basically like talking to his manager, and then his manager had to get the artist to like be in a mood to do the verse, but when maybe he wasn't in a mood to do the verse, and then like he finally did the verse, and it's like it took us like about 3 months or something like that to get the verse, and we're almost like getting pissed because it's like, bro, you know, the whole idea of wanting to do that feature was like strategic, because we thought that if EO was on our song, then people would really like we would be on his like plate, and then people will now see, then lights will be thrown on like what we're doing.
How far back was this?
That was in 2016.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much.
Group?
Like it was called Bells, BELCE. So when that happened, we did a record, and then we would be expecting that the next morning EL, like it was out, and EL will post it, and then like we'll start to get like the bars, and then we'll write on that. But he didn't post it, and then the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day, and then he won the VGMA. Like that's the time he won. You know, so all of that was happening, and then I was like, bro, this is like really like, and I felt bad for the investor. Because he put his money,
because it was an
and he had like a fresh baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he could really be putting that money into his family, but he decided to invest that in us. So from that time, even though I've tried again a couple times with other people, but I just realized that, bro, I don't want to really be in that space. Like, I want us to do a song, and you can't wait for the song to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, like, so I want to make music with people, but at the same time, I want people to love the vibe. I don't know if you understand.
Which makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense.
But as much as you want the organic connection to kind of, so that everybody's invested in the song equally, right? Yeah. As an artist, everybody always has a hit list of, I would love to work with this, I would love to work with that. Yeah. So I want to know how you draw that balance. Yeah. As much as you don't want to ahun shit, the guy you met at the beach at Portugal. No, don't want to do that.
I'll show you something.
I'll show you. I make him Kardashian. I want DM. That's just to me back again.
I'll show you something, right? You bab me, right? I want to make music with Angelique Kidjo, right?
Wow.
So I'll show you. Like, she's been there on my list. Like, I've always wanted Chris Brown. I've always wanted to make music. Like, I'm thinking in my head, like, I would love to make music with these people. But I was with Yemi Alade the other day, and we were in the studio. I never spoke about how I can write through her to me. Like, it's not about that. Like, in as much as I want it, I just put it before the universe. But in the meantime, I have to be doing me. I have to be getting myself ready.
You have to be worth it.
Exactly. Like, so I'm just working on myself. Like, to be honest, me and Sina So did a song, and before, like, the song that she put out, it was just us in the studio, and like, I was just loving the energy. So it's like, ask her, I'll just invite her, like, yo, can you come around today? Or can you come around tomorrow? Like, and she'll come, and sometimes we're not doing anything. We're just there, like, me confirm, the producers were just like having a good time. And then like, a beat is playing, and I'm just like vibing. And then she comes back to me, it's like, Mido, I think I like that vibe, you know. And I'm like, yeah, okay, let's go for it. Like, I want that. There are like strategic features. There are features that, you know, your label will actually not just say, we think you should put this person on this record. Do you understand? Like, when I was like this next record with Magix, to be honest, like, I love the record. We did it. Like, you know, I linked up with Magix in Nigeria in Puerto Rican studio, and we did that. However, I didn't want it to be my next release. Do you understand? I didn't want it because the thing is, I want to build a brand that is solid on its own, not just like on features.
On people.
So I told, like, we had a whole fight, and I was like, bro, this is not the record. This is not the record. I'm not ready for this. Like, let's just drop something that I did by myself. But they said, you know, like, this is a beautiful record. Like, don't think too much about that. So I said, okay, then I have to go back into the studio with Neptunes and like work on production just before it comes out. Okay. You know, so like that, I want to just like clarify that it isn't that I don't want to work with people, but I always look out for the organic nature or connection with the
universe,
because when that happens, it's like me and you are having a baby, and I can't just like I can't just make you a baby mama. It's because I have the vision of like building family with you.
For a split second, when you were watching him talking about